Hello and happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. It's your girl Maria Milagros here, and today we're going to continue our conversations during the month of February because it is the last Wednesday of February, talking about love. That's right, because the calendar says that February is the month of love, and Maria says that February is the month of self-love and self-care. So during this month, we've been talking about self-care, taking care of ourselves first so that we can give from our overflow, sharing the love and doing, small acts of kindness to give love back into the world, embracing the love for ourselves, how to use love to kind of root ourselves when we have moments of anger, and how when we have moments of sadness, which are real because we're living, how do we do that? And what are some of the mechanisms by which we make that happen? And again, it all goes back to self-love and self-care. And today we're going to talk specifically about listening, and in particular, listening to ourselves, our guts, our instincts, our intuition, our spirit as our internal guidance system, because listening is an expression of love. And a lot of times people think that when you talk about listening, it's exclusively you listening to other people. And that's important for connectivity. That's important to help them feel valid. That's important to really understand the message they're communicating. But right now, the focus should be will be for this video, is you understanding and tapping into your ability to listen to yourself, because your gut, your instinct, your intuition, your spirit knows better than any other person could possibly know, even you in your conscious thinking mind. And what I mean by that is you can trust your gut or your instinct, whatever you call it, because it is the accumulation of your entire life. It knows everything about you from the beginning of your time to now. It knows your desires and your dreams. It knows that you are valid. It knows that you are worthy. It knows that you are enough. And so it is helping you align with decisions that are healthier, that will essentially make you happier, that are rooted in love. Doesn't that sound magical? You mean to tell me that I can have like a little Jiminy Cricket here on my shoulder who's going to help me make all my decisions in my life that are going to be healthy decisions, that are going to keep me happy and keep me rooted in love? Yes. And you do have that. And it's not Jiminy Cricket sitting on your shoulder. It lives within you, right? And some people call it their gut. Some people say it's my instincts, my intuition, it's my spirit, whatever you choose to call it. It is there for that specific reason, but we cannot access it until we begin practicing and learning how to listen to it, right? So I would love to be able to say, here are the simple 3 steps to cultivating a healthy relationship with your internal guidance system, blah, blah. But that's not real, because how it feels for all of us is very different, and how we respond to it is very different. But what I can tell you is that you need to quiet your life and your mind. You need to take time and be intentional about carving out time so that you can sit in the quiet of yourself and just be in that space of love with yourself, with your spirit, knowing who you are and whose you are. Because when we do that, we shut off the TV, we shut off the social media, we shut off the noise and the chaos. The voice that is ours becomes louder than the opinions or the agenda of other people. The voice that is ours becomes louder than the fear that we base a lot of our decisions on. The voice that is ours becomes louder than this idea of lack. And we make a lot of decisions based on fear, based on lack, based on other people's opinions or agendas. And the reality is that all of those things just make our lives more difficult. Not to say that they don't exist, but they do make our lives more difficult. And when we pull ourselves away from that and we allow ourselves to just sit in the quiet of who we are and whose we are, connected and rooted to love, we can hear what our next steps are. We can hear our guidance. And then the more we practice it, the better we get at it. And then the better we get at it, the more we start actually living in accordance with it. And then you find yourself making decisions like that, and your spirit knows, and like, yep, that's yes, that's no, that's yes, that's no, that's oh no, you better run from that, right? And we just start, yep, and we make decisions accordingly. And then when we do that, we're happier, we're healthier, we're rooted in love, and then we're better for everyone around us. We're better for all the people that we love. We're better at our jobs. We're more productive. When we do things, we do them with more like pep in our step, right? It's not torture anymore. And we actually get things done more effectively and efficiently when we're operating from a place of healthy and happy. And again, that goes back to being able to tap into and listen to our intuition, our gut, our spirit, right? And so we have to be intentional again about carving out time. I could give you 1,400 steps and tips, but if you don't implement them into your life, then they're just words on paper and really, or words on a video. So you have to be intentional about saying, I'm going to carve out, 5 minutes every morning and I'm just going to sit with myself and whatever. I have this one friend, when we were talking about this, she has her response, her body, her intuition, her spirit's response is an actual visceral feeling. So she says she went on these job interviews and she could feel herself tighten up. And she thought, no, this isn't for me. And then she went on one of the job interviews and everything felt relaxed. And she thought, this is for me. Now that job didn't pay as much as the others. And had she been operating from fear, she would have taken a job that looked better on paper and paid. One of those jobs, within 8 weeks, the company folded and everybody got laid off. She took this job. She's since been promoted. She's making more money. She loves what she does. She loves the people that she's worked with. And she really attributes that to trusting her gut. For myself, I can tell you that there was a time where I went to this event and I parked on the street, and when I was ready to get out the car, everything in me said, do not park here. But I ignored it because of fear of time. I didn't want to be late. I don't want them to think that I'm this late person, blah, blah, blah. So that's funny for so many reasons. But anyways, I go to the event. When the event's over and I come back, all the cars that were on that side, the tires that were facing the sidewalk had been slashed. There was a group of kids that they were caught, but in the broad daylight, they ran down the street and slashed up a bunch of people's tires because they were bored. And I thought to myself, I'm not even mad because I knew that I shouldn't have parked here. And I have to get better at trusting my instincts, my intuition, my gut, my spirit. And again, even that was beneficial because when I got on the call with the insurance lady and I'm telling her, I said, you know what, girl, I knew because my spirit told me not to practice. She said, well, now you know a little better to trust your spirit. And it's true. Even when we miss it, it becomes an opportunity for us to learn. But we have to be aligned with wanting to learn. We have to be aligned with being self-aware. We have to be aligned with that first before we can even allow it to be a lesson or allow it to be something that we align ourselves with happiness, healthy decisions, and rooted in love. So that's my nugget for you today. It's that you start taking the time to be intentional about becoming more self-aware and checking in with your spirit. When you feel peace about whatever, stop talking yourself out of it because of fear, lack, or someone else's opinion or agenda. Follow the peace. The peace is designed to guide you, and then it becomes your reward. And again, when we do that and we're happier and healthier and we're rooted in love, we're better for everyone around us, right? And that is super sparkly everything. So I hope that this was beneficial to you. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody who could benefit from it, please share it. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And if you have anything you want to share, put it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a fantastic, super sparkly weekend. Love you.